Can everyone hear me?
What?
No.
Yes, I'll go with yes. Alright. I can have your attention for a brief 30-minute spiel Jeremiah is permitting me to provide. I'll try to keep it under the allotted time frame, but I cannot make any guarantees. I hope no one's too hungry for dessert. First of all, for those of you who don't know me, I am the best. The best son. There's over here. The best husband. Right here. And the best father. But today, I'm the best man. I like sports, gambling, and long walks on the beach. But enough about me. In all seriousness, we are here today for Kelly and Jeremiah. I honestly don't know why he asked me to speak today, but I managed to come up with a few things, most of which came from my wife. Unfortunately, the Stratosphere couldn't accommodate the marching band, slideshow, and fireworks display I had arranged. But I'll make do with what I have. I do want to point out that there's a bit of a theme to my ramblings. I chose to highlight some of the decisions Jeremiah has made, more specifically, the poor ones. For example, poor decision number 1 would be asking me to do this speech. I grew up with Jeremiah in the innocent neighborhood of Chi-Li, New York. Big fans. We'd hang out collecting baseball, basketball cards, especially from the McDonald's we could walk to from his house. We enjoyed playing sports, including basketball at Memorial Park. We played there even though Jeremiah had a hoop at his house, which brings me to poor decision number 2. It was not that he had a basketball hoop put up in his backyard, but rather that there was no pavement to play on. The ball didn't bounce too well on the grass. We both went to the same high school, Churchville Chi-Li. Big fans. I believe he finished in the top 100% of our class. Thankfully, he was unsuccessful at his many attempts to hit on my wife in their participation in government class. Poor decision number 3 was RIT. I don't know how many trimesters he spent at this fine institution. I never did understand that schedule. And I can't imagine the amount of debt he'd accumulated. However, in the end, it may pay dividends. I've gathered that if his boss lets him come back from these 2 weeks for his wedding and his honeymoon, he may have an ownership opportunity. Poor decision number 4 was when Jeremiah hit his midlife crisis earlier than most and has opted to buy a crotch rocket.
Yes, he did.
I believe the color of the bike was pavement. And he applied a second coat.
I remember.
Nothing else needs to be said. That poor decision speaks for itself.
Did he ever get a license for that?
No.
If you know Jeremiah at all, you know that he is a sports fan. Backing the Bills is poor decision number 5.
Oh, no, come on.
But he wasn't too far off in choosing your football team, just a little wide right. He also roots for the Cuse, just as I do. And we've been to many basketball games together at the Dome. Jeremiah enjoys hunting and NASCAR, neither of which I can grasp as being fun, making them poor decisions number 6 and 7.
Bring the camp, Bill
On the other hand, 3 things we both enjoy together are poker, pool, and pole beat. We usually win when we are teammates, and I'd give you a thumbs up for all those victories you pull off together, but I almost forgot that you broke your thumb one night at Daisy Dukes when you confused yourself as a bull rider. Yet another poor decision. We have spent time together doing some interesting things. Woodstock '99 was quite an experience. I think they waived the drinking age at Griffiths Air Force Base for those 3 days. You good?
That's the Air Force Base calling.
There too.
There were 6 of us there that went, and we made friends with everybody. As it was in the 90s, no shade, and we had spray bottles of water to cool anybody off. Jeremiah's poor decision number 8 was that he was often caught spraying the guys. There was also one time I helped him move a bar he purchased. We had to dismantle it and move it to his house, or rather, his parents' house. Upon taking it apart, we found a small skeleton. Turns out the bar's original owner lost her cat. I guess we found it. You ready for dessert?
My base.
It's still his.
Another thing everybody knows about Jeremiah is that he's extremely competitive at anything he does.
Yes.
Whether it is gambling, fantasy football, flag football, he hates to lose. While playing volleyball at Hot Shots, when he's not tending bar, he has no issues spiking it at a girl if it means a point for his team.
Gotta respect.
Maya's not wrong.
I'd put my money on Jeremiah catching the bouquet tonight. Single girls, watch out for his elbows.
Oh my God.
Poor decision number 27. I skipped a bunch in the interest of time. Was his first attempt at marriage. In my opinion,
Let's not relive that.
in my opinion, he was just biding his time for his perfect match. Kelly.
Ain't that perfect?
I think his biggest loss in that ordeal was his Rottweiler. I don't know how Kelly does it, but she manages to rein in his competitive nature and is able to take care of Jeremiah. Once I found her to be from Canada. I was immediately a fan. However, I question her eyesight, as I'm not sure what Kelly sees in Jeremiah. But he should consider himself very lucky. Together they have Kaylin, who is obviously the most important one in their family. Turns out she's a Q's fan as well. Poor decision number 28 was that he conceived her on her sister-in-law's couch.
I don't own it anymore, by the way. House sitting next week.
Just take the couch with you.
Despite that, she turned out to be a lovely child, and that's a testament to Jeremiah and Kelly being great parents. In fact, all that I know about Jeremiah, one of his best decisions is sitting right next to him. If everybody could raise a glass, here's to one good decision and a great future.
Here, here.
I love you guys.